Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to make sense of the corporate jungle. And we've got a real juicy one today because it looks like a company might be back from the brink. Or is it just a temporary fix before we dive in? If you like decoding these financial documents and getting the real story, make sure you are subscribed. And if you want to chat with us and other viewers about these findings, join our Discord community. The link is in the description below. Alright, so what we have here is a very interesting filing from Lottery.com Incorporated. This Form 8K is basically a heads up report saying something important happened. And what happened is that Lottery.com Incorporated got a letter from Nasdaq, which is like the stock market's big club for listed companies, saying they are back in good standing. Now this might sound a bit boring, but for a company teetering on the edge of being kicked off the stock exchange, this is huge news. You see, back in May of 2025, Lottery.com Incorporated got a serious warning from Nasdaq. The problem was related to something called Nasdaq Listing Rule 5635C. Now, what does that mean in plain English? Basically, it means the company had an issue with how they were granting stock options or shares to their employees and folks who help run the company. Nasdaq wants to make sure that when companies give away pieces of ownership, they do it properly and transparently, especially when it comes to shareholder approval. It seems Lottery.com Incorporated messed this up. But here is the good news, the really good news. On the 16th of October 2025, Lottery.com Incorporated received a new letter. This time, Nasdaq confirmed that because the company basically went back and fixed their paperwork by retroactively deciding to ditch an old stock plan, and instead say that some shares were given out under a different plan, they've now made things right. They've corrected the issue and Nasdaq has officially closed the book on this problem. So, for now, they are safe and staying listed on the Nasdaq. Imagine getting a big report card with a failing grade and then being told you fixed it just in time. That's what's happening here. Now, let's look at the actual stocks listed. We have Lottery.com Incorporated's common stock, which is trading under the symbol SEG. And then there are these warrants, which are like special options to buy shares later. These are trading under LTRU. These are the two securities that were at the heart of this listing issue. Nasdaq monitors these things closely, and when companies fail to meet the rules, it can mean being delisted, which is a really bad day for any public company and its investors. One interesting detail is that Lottery.com Incorporated is checking the box to be considered an emerging growth company. This means they are relatively new and get some relaxed rules on reporting for a certain period. It's like being the new kid in school and getting a bit more time to adjust. However, they have decided not to use the extended transition period for new or updated accounting standards. This means they are playing by the full set of rules on the accounting front, which is a sign of maturity, perhaps. So, what's the big picture here? Lottery.com Incorporated seems to have dodged a bullet. The penalty for not following these kinds of rules can be severe, including being removed from the stock exchange. This removal or delisting can make it much harder for a company to raise money and can significantly hurt the value of its shares. Investors could get stuck with shares that they can no longer easily sell. So, this compliance determination is a huge win for the company and its shareholders. However, it's important to remember that this report mainly focuses on the compliance issue. It doesn't give us deep financial performance numbers in this particular filing. We don't see a detailed breakdown of revenue, profit, or loss here. This is an 8K report, which is for current reports of significant events, not the big quarterly or annual financial statements like a 10Q or 10K. Think of this as a quick update on a major event, not the full financial health check. What we do know from the filing is that the company has been dealing with issues related to its accounting controls and plans to regain listing compliance with Nasdaq. The fact that they had to retroactively fix the way they issued stock makes you wonder about the internal processes they had in place. It's like discovering you forgot to sign a crucial document and then scrambling to get that signature after the fact. Let's consider the broader context. Lottery.com Incorporated operates in the online lottery space. This industry is growing, but it is also competitive and heavily regulated. Many companies in this space are looking for ways to expand their reach and offerings. When a company faces delisting threats, it often signals underlying financial or operational challenges. While they've fixed this specific Nasdaq rule issue, it doesn't automatically mean all their financial problems are solved. This report filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, is a requirement. The SEC is the government agency that oversees the stock market to protect investors. They want to make sure companies are honest and transparent about their business. So when a company like Lottery Com Incorporated files a report like this, it's part of that transparency. Now, we always see this forward-looking statements section in these reports. This is basically the company's way of saying, hey, we're talking about the future here, and things could change. They are warning us that their plans and expectations might not happen exactly as they say. Companies include this to protect themselves from lawsuits if things don't go as planned. It's a standard disclaimer, but it's good to pay attention to the risks they mention here. They talk about risks like issues with internal accounting controls, the need for more money, and their ability to keep operating as a business. These are important red flags to keep in mind. So, looking at this filing, the main takeaway is that lottery. Com Incorporated has successfully navigated a critical hurdle with Nasdaq. They've avoided immediate delisting. This is a significant positive development. However, the underlying reasons for the initial non-compliance and the general mention of ongoing risks in the forward-looking statements suggest that the company still has a lot of work to do to ensure long-term stability and success. It is like fixing a leak in a roof. It stops the immediate water damage, but you still need to make sure the whole roof is sound. In conclusion, Lottery.com Incorporated has achieved a vital compliance win, ensuring their continued presence on the Nasdaq exchange. This is a relief for investors who are likely concerned about a potential delisting. However, this is a single step in what is likely a longer journey for the company to demonstrate consistent operational and financial health. The focus now shifts to whether they can build on this positive momentum and address any remaining internal challenges and financial needs. Alright, that's our breakdown of Lottery.com Incorporated's latest filing. What's your take on this compliance win? Do you think they are truly on solid ground, or is this just a temporary fix? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this deep dive helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more corporate analyses. And once again, don't forget to join our Discord for more discussions and insights. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.